Alright, so today I thought we'd take a look at a whole bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's figures instead of just one or two. Here we have Foxy, here we have Springtrap or Golden Bonnie, I'll get to that in a minute, and here we have a Golden Freddy. Now I know with Golden Freddy he's meant to actually have an open mouth, like his mouth is meant to be broken, but I used just the normal Freddy head. I'll just put them side by side and you can see that they had the same sculpt done, like it's pretty similar, tried to make it the same, so instead of just making two Freddys, I thought I'll just make a Golden Freddy with a working mouth. Now I just added a few wires and stuff popping out of him and a little bit of damage, which turned out really great in my opinion. This was actually painted with one of my new yellow paints. I've said a few times in a few videos that I wanted to get some new paints, and I finally got them. I got some of the Citadel base colour paints from the base paints range, so they're slightly thicker, so they go on really well. Now, with this figure, I actually used a Bonnie head sculpt to make it, which is why I said you could call it a Golden Bonnie, so it could be a whole new custom figure if you wanted it to be, or you can just say it's Springtrap. But Springtrap actually has a slightly different face. I will be sculpting him soon. It's just, I wanted to try it out. I just wanted to, like with the Golden Freddy, with this one I wanted to see how far you could actually take, like the damage effects and stuff. Like you can see the animatronic exoskeleton and stuff, like on the side of the head there's a lot of damage. It's a very dirty figure, and I was just playing around with it, and I decided to use the Bonnie head rather than make two Bonnies. The same thing with the Golden Freddy. When I made these, I had two Freddy heads and I had two Bonnie heads, and I thought, well, instead of just making two of the same figure, I'll make variations. Now, one thing I actually managed to do when I made this new batch of figures is I figured out a better way to do the ears on the bunny rabbit. See, in my opinion, if you compare these together, the ears on the Springtrap and the normal Bonnie figure are actually much better than the first one I did, but that just comes with practice. Now, Springtrap was the first figure that I'd tried to do damage effects on and stuff, so it gave me some idea what to do. Now, if you actually compare him to Foxy over here, you can see that Foxy's damage effects actually look quite a bit better, especially on the torso. Like, if you look at the scar on the top of his torso, and especially the damage in the middle. Now, that's because it was the second time I did the damage effects, and obviously I'd gotten much better. So when I make a proper Springtrap figure, you know, with the proper face and everything, I can do the damage effects a bit better. I'll turn them around as well. But, I don't know, I'm still pretty happy with the way they both turned out. Foxy was quite fun to make. At first I had no idea at all how I was going to sculpt his face. Now it is a little squashed if you look at the side. His snout should be sticking out quite a bit more, but this was the first attempt, so I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't actually have any Lego hook hands, so I just made my own out of clay, and it turned out pretty well. It's just a bit soft is all. Now the pants were really easy to do. I just sawed off the bottom half of the legs and then stuck some skeleton feet in there and painted them up. I didn't actually like this figure until I finished it, because Foxy's a different shape to the rest of the characters in the game. They're all quite chubby, you know, they're all big characters, big cuddly characters, and then he's quite skinny. So when I was making him, and especially with the Lego bodies, he looked like he was going to be the same size, which is why I actually did his arms different. On all of the other ones I sculpted up the arms, whereas on this one they were just standard Lego arms, and then I filed them down. I used my electric file just to file two crevices out, so it was like there was bits of his fur missing, so you could see the underneath of the skeleton. But overall I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'll just change the snout on the next one, and it should be pretty much perfect. And you've seen these other three before, they're in their own videos, but I'll just show you them again so you can see you've got Withered Bonnie, Standard Bonnie, and Standard Freddy. I will probably make Chica eventually. I don't think I'll bother making the toy versions of the figures because, well, like I said, I originally was making these because my friend's making an animation with them, and I'm just going to skip making the toy ones, yeah. I don't know, there's just something about them. I prefer doing these more battered looking ones with all the damage effects and stuff. I will make a proper Golden Freddy. I just made this one with a normal Freddy head, like I said, but I'll make a proper head where the mouth is hanging down like it's supposed to be. But I was really happy the way the new paint turned out on that one. I think that was just two layers, one with a little bit of black in it, just to make it darker, and then I dry brushed the lighter one over the top. I was really happy with the way the Golden Freddy turned out though, because that was using my new paint, like I said. The yellow I had before, it was rubbish. It just didn't cover anything at all. It was really translucent, but if I made a proper Golden Bonnie, I'd probably sculpt up her middle, because she has, like, if you compare them both, I left the front piece completely off, but if I sculpted up custom Golden Bonnie figure, I'd probably give her the bow tie and stuff, and then I might make them. I might put them in another video. I'll make a golden Bonnie and a Springtrap so you can compare them both together to see the differences. But we'll see. We'll see. I've got a lot of projects on at the minute, so I just thought I'd make you all another Five Nights at Freddy's video because you all seem to enjoy the last couple. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and thanks for watching.